I just realized that when I took my thumbnail, that was turned sideways. It looked like a moron. Gosh, I can't stop sneezing now. Brr. Man. I cleared my throat now. What's going on, JBJ, Texas? Seen you last night. Does this look familiar now, y'all? Not here. Instead, come. It's good coyote night tonight. Should be a perfect night for coyotes, but my butt don't feel like going out. I should have. I was supposed to, but I backed out. What's going on, Mike? Oh, I'm scanning the backyard right now with the one leaf. Using it more. Use the one leaf more for like the scanning. I don't know why. Cows like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know. Maybe. Never tried it. Maybe I should try it. Tell you guys a funny story. So you guys really want to hear a funny story? Okay, I got one for y'all. About a month ago, myself and a few of my buddies were we're out on a squirrel hunt. No, it was a coyote hunt. Yeah, it was a coyote. And we tried to do a couple daytimes, and no, well, yeah, kind of, you know. So anyways, back on the topic with a funny story here. So we were out on a coyote hunt, and my buddy with his ATN, or no, we were out in daytime. I'm sorry, guys. I'm extremely tired right now. Like, forgot even what a live stream's about. But my buddy and I were doing a daytime set. This was actually a couple years ago when I had my 17 HMR, and that's all I was using for coyotes. So I had a Nikon BDC reticle, the Buckmaster Series 2, on my 17 HMR. Well, he had a Vortex. I think yeah, it was a Vortex scope. The 4 to 12 by something 44 mil, and 1-inch tube. So he mounted it on, and we had a coyote come across this field on a property, and I said, well, you know, I don't care what way it comes from. If it comes from your side, that's all your shot. Like, the main thing is about coyote hunting with a team is everybody has clockwork. So if a guy on the left is scanning to the left, the guy, you know, right here is going to be scanning a little bit. The guy on the farther end is going to be scanning all the way around on the opposite side. So the guys on the ends are going to be scanning all the way around. So this is funny, guys. Long story short, basically, we got on it. We had a dog come in, and he went to go take a shot, and his scope fell off. Literally just fell off at impact. Like, when he squeezed that trigger, long story short, basically, he just mounted that scope the day before. And when he mounted that scope the day before, he forgot to tighten the set screws on the scope that mount to the gun. So he was dialing it in the whole time like that. And his point of impact wasn't changing, but he missed the Kyle completely. It was only a 72 yard shot, and he completely just missed it. Myself and I was just laughing. Oh, hang on, guys. Let me go let her in. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to let the dog in. Oh man, we got 4 people in here. But yeah, his scope completely fell off. Myself and, I was like, what the heck just happened? And I had my gun, and I remember looking through my scope, and I hear his gunshot. He was right next to me, and I hear the shot fire, and I just take a look. I look at him. He's looking down his freaking barrel of that gun, and I'm like, dude, what happened to your scope? He goes, it fell off. And I said, how's that happen? He goes, I guess I didn't tighten it down enough. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, jeez. I literally just laughed my butt off. Like, I mean, I've been there, done it many times. It's not just him. I've done it myself, but not really anything like that. Yeah, Mike. What's going on left hand trigger finger? I mean, I'll admit it, I've done it many times, but I mean, that close, and that Kyle ran out of our lives. Like, had it come in, full out charge coming right to us, and then he shoots and his scope goes poof. And it wasn't because of the recoil, but it was, he just didn't have it tightened down enough on his rail. How many times have you tripped at night? Not too many, really. The properties that we really hunt at are more of the flat fields up here. I mean, obviously, if there's snow and ice on the ground, like right now there are snow on the ground here. But never really had a time where I really fell out on a hunt or tripped. Actually, tomorrow morning, guys, I got a cool video coming, or I'm gonna be making a video. So last couple days now, I've been having some canines showing up back here. during the daytime when I'm not even around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the bulldog. This is gonna give me an opportunity to actually take the 35 cal 357 and actually try to call them in. What I'm gonna do is they're hanging out back there in the woods. They're not coming out in the open, but they're actually hanging in the woods back there. And I got some trail cam photos of them in the middle of the day back there. They're actually right next to, legit, right next to where I shot that squirrel the other day with the slugs. And ever since I did that, they've been showing up back there. So I'm gonna do tomorrow, in the middle of the day, I'm gonna sneak back there as quietly as I can. And I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna get up in my ladder stand, and I'm gonna take the bulldog, and I'm gonna shoot the 81 grain pellet, and we're gonna see if we can call something in. I'm gonna get it on video. Thinking of almost hooking up the either the one leaf or using the side shot and get some daytime footage. Now that I'm starting to see some canines showing up in the daytime and I know what time they're coming around, that doesn't mean tomorrow they're going to come around at that specific time. But if I take my caller out there, I have a pretty good chance of calling them in. And you guys will have to wait to see. Like, this is going to be really fun tomorrow. And it might give me a chance to actually test the bulldog. And the gun right now, the bulldog is sighted in at 50 yards. It's dropping at 100 yards. I'm running the spectrum on it right now. But at 100 yards is about 2, because you got the lines in the spectrum. At 100 yards, I haven't really messed around really too much at 100 with this gun. But back there's going to be, you know, a 50-yard max distance back there. So I already know what it is. It's not going to be farther than a 50-yard shot. So the bulldog should be just fine in that. At least I'm hoping. It'll just be my luck that they won't come in. Just make sure you zero it in. Oh, it's already zeroed in at 50. Dead on. Ever since I got the bulldog, I initially drilled it or sighted in at 50, just for deer hunting, and haven't really messed with it past 50 yet. But all the properties where I deer hunt are 50 yards and closer, so I don't really have to shoot past 50, even including back there. But we'll see. I mean, I maybe max have a 60-yard shot, but I might get blinded by the light. And the problem is, in the woods in the middle of the day, trying to call canines can be a pain in the butt. Like, they could be right there in front of you, and the next moment they're behind a tree and they're running. And they're behind another tree. They get into a little opening, and then they're behind another tree. So it's like, you gotta, I already know how I'm gonna set up back there. I already have it planned out where I'm gonna, you know, where my clears, opening lanes are gonna be. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna come from that way or come out in that open. But I feel like I could squeeze that 35 81 grain pellet through all that. I'm gonna get blinded by the light tomorrow. Hate to tell you guys that. about ready to go out there with a buttload of fuck lure. I'm just gonna smear it all over the trees back there. Like I got three fuck lures from Trapper J, and I'm just gonna go back there and I'm just gonna dip them in, and I'm just gonna like smear it all over the trees back there and get, you know, it's gonna work out. Uh-oh, Tim. Oh no, Tim's coming in tonight, guys. Watch out. I just got a message from him that he's coming in. Yeah. That's the thing. You gotta always have a plan. You gotta have a plan A and a plan B in this type of situation here. Plan B is I'm gonna have a good wind tomorrow for this, where I'm gonna set up. And we're gonna have a plan A. Plan A is to sit in the ladder stand. If that doesn't work out, we're gonna go over and sit completely, have the collar face in front of the wind, and we're gonna be sitting downwind of the collar. So anything that's gonna come into that collar is, I'm gonna have them by then. What's going on? Is Tim in here? Oh, he is in here. What's going on, Tim? I know you missed it last night. I knew you would make it up to me. We're gonna work it tomorrow, I tell you that. I ain't giving up. Super Bowl Sunday. You know what Super Bowl Sunday stands for? Killing a canine. Oh boy, here goes Tim with the peanut butter now, guys. He's always got that peanut butter joke on me. Like, I was almost thinking of trying the Nozzlers tomorrow, but I don't know. I think the pellet would do just fine. Max, I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow though. This is exactly how I'm gonna be running the Bulldog tomorrow. Just like this. This is my complete setup. Complete. And then for now I got the OD Pro light and a bipod on it. But one thing is about this one leaf is you could turn it into the daytime mode. But thing is, you just gotta focus it to daytime mode through your reticle. But that ain't that bad. Yeah, I mean, 50 yards, I think pellets would do just fine. Really. Now, if I was shooting out, you know, past 50 yards, I'd probably go up a little bit level and go, you know, to like a slug type of thing. But 50 yards and closer for close encounters, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be like they're going to pop up and they're going to be right there, and I'm not going to have that moment to, you know, think about hold. And a lot of our properties where we hunt at is like that, where it's not really woods, but we have woods surrounding it, and it's just a little clear cut, kind of like a alfalfa field, where it's like a 50-yard in. So really, it's not that bad. Yeah, they're actually the 30 millimeter, but they go down to the 1 inch tube, and they're adjustable. They're like the FX no limit rings. I bought them for the Element because a lot of you all know that you have to have the adjustable rings for the Element scopes. But I ended up buying them for just the Element. But I might end up changing the scope rings out this summer because I don't really need them on this gun. But whatever. No, there's nothing back there like that. A lot of the fields we hunt, like I said, we got fields that are made for, like, we call them the close range properties. Then we have properties that are made for center fire here. So we just kind of pick and choose what we're gonna hit that night depending on the wind and stuff like that. So we got properties all across this area that we could hit, but it's all depending the winds for that area. That's what it really comes down to. Tim, you're funny, aren't you? So, I don't know why I did this, guys, but I'll show you something here real quick. This is kind of funny. So, I ended up ordering some pellets through Utah Air Guns, and they kept sending me these stickers of their logo. So, little Ava here, that's the nickname for the 22. For some odd reason, I wanted to decorate her a little bit, so I put the Utah Air Guns logo on a little Ava here. So, still running the Simmons, but as you guys see here, I ended up putting the low mounts. This is a 30 millimeter mount or scope. So I ended up going down to the lower mounts and just to flatten the trajectory a lot more. And when I did that, it just completely made this gun shoot completely different. And right now I'm actually sighted in and tuned in. Went back to a pellet, 15.89s. That's shooting really good right now. Then I got some 217 H&Ns slugs. These are the 21 grain. These don't shoot too bad. Man. Little rascals. You talking about little rascals? Let's scan right now. Let's see if Mr. Fox is hanging out there. No, he don't want to play tonight. I got a little bit of secret sauce out there right now. Have you tried a rag over your death grip? Nope, not yet. But I tell you what, guys, the Bog Pot Death Grip's not a bad tripod. But at the same time, it is a pain in the butt to carry. For some odd reason, I just don't know why, but it is. Like, it's kind of heavy and bulky, but for those short little carryings, it's fine. What? Things pop and pew pew. Oh, you guys are too much. Yeah, I'll mess with it tomorrow. Try it out. Anybody else having some drinks tonight? I'm gonna bring a gun out. I got a gun over here that first officially got me into PCPs. I have it over here. So you guys all know, if you go back and you watch my first PCP video ever, my first PCP, I still have it, and I'm shocked about it because the thing still works. Now, it's loud as can be. It sounds like legit, sounds like a center fire, rim fire going off. But this thing has killed me many squirrels. I think I shot a raccoon with it one night with H&N slugs. It was a couple summers ago. Just to test it out, what you guys all know what it is the Diana Storm Rider. This thing has killed me many things. For some odd reason, I've gotten more animals with this than I have with the Avengers. It's sad. I don't know if it's maybe just the brain, but I spent more time actually messing around with this thing than I have with the Avengers. The Avengers got the regulator. This gun doesn't have a reg in it. It's just got a basic air cylinder gauge. But this thing legit has killed many things for only a 22. And I got the 25 Avenger over there, and it's like, I don't know. I just maybe I haven't messed with the Avengers much. Like, here's Godzilla. Got the old Pinty mounted on this thing. I don't know. Haven't shot much with this past winter, and killed the squirrel opening day with Godzilla, shooting the NSA slugs. But after that, I just kind of stopped using it. It's not a bad gun, but then I went to a little Ava. Let me know if you find it left-handed. I will mic definitely will let you know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm starting to get used to the Avengers. Uh, more and more now. But it's like, and then you guys all know this one. You guys all remember this one. Oh, Gamel Swarm Whisper. This thing, I've shot many stuff with too. So, I don't know. I just got so many of these guns that it's ridiculous right now. But yeah, this thing, I squirrel hunted a lot with last year in this time. And then I went to the Avengers. For some odd reason, I don't know why. Yeah, Mike, I will. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on something. Man, now we're down to 3. Yeah, Tim, I don't know either. It's crazy. I'll have to look into it. Maybe because you're a moderator of this channel. I don't know. Were your hands cold? No. I had to go in and check something for a video tomorrow. Timmy started it. Yeah, no, I had to go in and check something out. What about the rabbits? I don't know what you're talking about rabbits. We heard you. No, I went inside for a little bit. Man, ever since we come back, now we got some people showing up again. P-call, we heard it. No, Tim, that wasn't that. Yeah, it's got to be it's got to be 35 and up. So the bulldog is definitely rated under that law. I think it's 30 or 35. I think it's more 35 is the law here. Do they move at night when the wind is blowing? I don't know. Very seldom, guys, do I see rabbits around here, to be honest. Like, I think the canines are getting hold of them before I see them. Like, used to see a buttload of them many years ago. Used to see pheasants up here many years ago, but the population of pheasants went down. Rabbits, I haven't noticed too much activity of them lately. For at least like the last 2 years now, I haven't seen much of them. Like the last time I seen a rabbit in broad daylight was when I was squirrel hunting back there. And it came across from the neighbor's yard and ended up shooting it. I think it is 30. 30 and up or 35. Tim, do you know by chance? I know you live up here. If he's still in here. It's actually a good question because a lot of people I've watched up here in Michigan, they actually say, well, you know, one guy says, oh, 35 and up, the other guy says 30 cal and up. So I don't even know. Maybe Tim would know. Maybe back me up. I don't know. My goal is to at least get a coyote with the bulldog. That is my main out goal. And then my second goal is to get a deer with the bulldog. Those are my top two goals before I think about getting rid of the bulldog or sell it. Just so I could be one of those people that say, hey, I shot a deer with a 35 cal air gun. I shot a coyote, a deer and a coyote with 35. But I know that bulldog will kill a deer. I know it'll kill a coyote, so there's no doubt. I just gotta get in the right area at the right moment. 150 grain projectile, jeez. Is Idaho in here? Because I thought that dude was supposed to be sending me some slugs. I haven't heard from him. He was supposed to be sending me slugs. But is he? I don't know. Jeez. What about your coyotes down there? Yeah, what? Idaho air guns are supposed to be sending me some slugs, I think, is what I heard, but I know, I heard that. We're supposed to reach almost 50. So our squirrel season is closing down pretty soon, guys. So better do it. If I don't have to work. Hey Tim, how much snow did you get? Because I know up here they were calling, or down here, I know you're north of me. But here they were calling for like the 8 to 12 inches and, you know, freaking everybody out. And we probably literally got probably about 6 inches. Yeah, I'll probably go to the store tomorrow and buy some more. Because I'm currently out right now. No, it's a different guy. Nine and a half inches. Tim, do you got like a plow or do you have like a company that comes in and does your snow? Because I mean, we got a plow here, but we still got the snow on the ground actually, but I don't know. That's crazy. His 17 grains hit pretty dang hard and expand really good. See, I never got a slug to really expand. I don't know why. It doesn't matter what it is. Never got one to expand. I don't know what the big hype is about slugs, to be honest. Probably. I saw a guy up here, and he ended up, after that snowstorm, posting on Facebook, and he ended up taking a heat gun and was drinking beer all day long, took a heat gun and just was setting it out on his driveway. Every half hour he would change directions with the heat gun, and then he'd go down a path with it and turn it every half hour to an hour. And it legit took him like all day long to do it. And I'm like why? When you could just shovel it. And the guy wasn't that old. He was probably maybe, I don't know, maybe 30s. But he just took a heat gun off of a power cord, and that's all he was using. How fast do you usually shoot them? I mean, roughly about like 830, 840-ish, and that, you know, I just couldn't get them to expand. Like the slug I shot out, the NSA 17.5 slug that I shot in that squirrel in the video, that thing never even expanded at all. It just left the same shape, and that was only like 10 to 15 yards, and it never even expanded on them. Yeah, I hear everybody shooting them fast. So maybe I'm just not up to that power yet. I hear something walking out here. It's probably that freaking coyote. Guys, legit, I hear something walking. You guys might get a live shot fired here. It's just a deer. Ah, just a deer. It's over here at our apple trees. Dang it. It's action time. I know you guys want to see me dump a coyote here, but whew, it's tough, to be honest. Like, almost have it. I hear something else out here now. This might be a coyote. There's one right there. Nope, that ain't coyote. What is that? Nope, that ain't coyote. Jeez, guys, I need a thermal. Dang it. Two more deer come walking up there. There's 3 deer standing out. Like, I'd probably say maybe 35, 40 yards. Yeah, I think I got blinded by the light there again. Because the thing is, like, guys, it's so dead calm here. And I was like talking to you guys, and I could hear something walking on top of the snow because it's like crispy here. So I thought maybe it was a coyote because about 2 nights ago, I was standing out here and we actually had a coyote show up over here about 40 yards out. And I didn't hear him until I heard the snow, like his foot fell through the snow. And I was like, man, what the heck is that? And the minute I turned on the one leaf to scan, he just bolted right away. Like, it would have been an easy chip shot for the bulldog. But it was just that quick. And if I didn't even know he was there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy me an ATN. There's no doubt to it. Buy me an ATN instead of messing with this one leaf. I mean, the one leaf's not bad, but you gotta turn on a button and then you gotta turn on the infrared. It's kind of too late by then. Actually, there's an on and off switch here that's built onto it. So you could be using it for scanning. And then, like right now, the infrared's on. So right now, there's nothing in the screen. But the minute I push this button here, you guys can see that it's scanning. And you push the button again, just a quick click, and it shuts off. So basically, if I hear a noise, I could just push that button and it automatically turns back on. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna buy me an ATN. That's on my list next. Because then I don't even have to worry about this. And it kind of weighs down the butt end of your gun. So, I don't know. A green laser. Didn't you have an ATN? No, I never had an ATN at all. Never actually had a legit night vision, but that's on my list to buy. I think I'm gonna get the ATN 4K Pro, the 3 to 14 power. I thought about the Sight Mark, but the problem is about the Sight Mark is it takes 4 AA batteries and it doesn't record sound. So that ain't gonna do me no good out there. I mean, it's not bad. What I heard, my buddy's got one on his 22-250. It's not bad, but I'd rather have me something that's gonna record the sound and don't have to run off AA batteries. Yeah. That should be the new nickname for my channel, Blinded by the Light again. Because the other day I think I was blinded by it. And really, I mean, the one leaf's not a bad thing at all. It's really not for 300 bucks. But problem is that I've discovered in the last like month now that I've had this is the battery is a 18650 battery, but it dies quick when it's super cold out. So it's not a bad thing, but you gotta have like extra batteries charged, and my OD Pro lights run off the 18650 batteries, so it's not a problem. But I did notice that I'm able to get a roughly about maybe 5 hours out on the battery, which is really not enough for coyote hunting. So the ATNs, they get like 18 hours plus, I guess, on a charge. That's what I need. So, not saying the one leaf's bad, but if you guys are planning on getting one, you might as well buy extra 18650 batteries, because I don't know, they're just pain in the butt. Then you gotta have all these different adapters, and they give you this electrical tape, and I don't know. It's a pain, really it is. But it's not a bad brand, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd rather just have the basic night vision. What's going on, Real Rep? Blinded by the peanut butter. There you go, Tim. You might as well just call me that now. Everybody comment that. Go over to my latest video and comment blinded by the peanut butter. / blinded by the light. You guys are too much. I don't know, guys. I mean, really, the one leaf's not a bad product. It works for the money, and it's not. It's decent. I would definitely say it's decent for everything that you need. Where did I order the slugs from? Utah Air Guns. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to give that out, but whatever. Yeah. This company, right there. Utah Air Guns. Anybody know that other guy that said, hey? Reminds me, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that. Reminds me of like when people sit there and say hey, reminds me of like a cow eating hay. I don't know. Tim, anybody know that guy? I'm not bashing him, but it's just funny. The way people say hey. It reminds me of like cows eating hay. I've known a lot of you for a couple of years now, so it's like I could sit there and pull a fast one and joke around with you guys because Tim's the moderator here on this live stream, so he's the one that's got the controlling. If I tell him to do something, he will do it. But I'm all fine with all you guys. Contact Idaho air guns outdoors. I know he was in here on the one live stream, and then I haven't seen him since. So he must have just gave up on me. Bam, bam, blinded by the light. I don't know why I got that in my mind. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of his videos lately. He's got the Crawl MPO3 and the Crawl Jumbo Dazzle or whatever he's been using lately. I guess he holds the record for starlings as of now. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. He was busy. I figured he would be. He might as well just take over like any of the slug companies out there then. Like I could see that guy going big. To be honest, I really could. And it'd be kind of cool to actually see someone like that I know that's on YouTube, because all these other guys are like suck ups and all they care about is selling the product and they don't care about their customers. What time am I going out? Early in the morning. Really early, probably be out there, I don't know, before daylight. My butt will be walking through the woods before daylight. So I better charge up this one leaf, I guess, tonight. Anybody shoot 177 sluggers? Nope, I don't own no 177. Over 500 plus kills in one shooting. Jeez. Makes me wonder if the guy's got like a air, like, I know he's got an air compressor because I've seen it many times. I think he's got the same one I have, the Yongheng. But it's like, how could you get that many shots off of a filler? Unless he's got a bottle, a refill bottle or something. Yeah, that's what I hate. They don't care about their customers. All they care about is just selling the product. Like, I can't stand those people. Legit, like, can't stand them. Like, all they care about is pushing their products. And the other thing that I've been catching on to lately is all these barrel tuners for these FX guns. And it's like, no, you don't need the barrel tuner. Like, I don't need it. And if it, it's like, ugh, James STKO had a FX gun. He had two of them, and they shot like crap. He even told me many times. He goes, "Oh my god!" Like, I had him on a live chat when I was talking to him when he was actually shooting that gun, you know, and the barrel didn't even line up with the shooting rail or the rail of your scope. So basically, like he said in the video, here's the barrel and here's the scope of the rail facing down the barrel. And every one of videos I see about FX, people are having to hold to the left, to the right, and they sit there and say it's the wind. Well, technically, it's their freaking barrel that's not in line. Yeah, that's crazy, Tim. I do know that he did say in his one video that he is down on a low tune just because he's shooting indoors or in a barn, which I could see that getting a lot of shots, you know. So, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have if I'm gonna order a gun like that, that's gonna, it doesn't matter if it's center fire, rim fire. I mean, we all know that some of these rim fires and center fires are expensive. Like, they're over $1,000 for a really top of the line gun. Um, but when I go pick up that gun or buy it, I want to make sure that that barrel is in line with that rail. And FX came out with a 20 MOA rail on their Impact or Maverick and M3. Impact M3, I believe. Um, but their rail is pointing one way and their barrel's the opposite. So it's like nobody can get it right. And that's what me and James are getting frustrated about, is like, for that much money that you're going to spend and your barrel's one way and your scope rail is off. I've never had a problem with the Avengers, guys. Never had a problem with the Avengers being off. Like, it just drives me nuts to hear that you're going to spend that much money on a gun that is never going to shoot accurate. And he actually had me on a live chat. I was Facebook messaging, videoing him. And he was showing me in the video that I was talking to him that night. And every one of his shots, I believe, were to the right. And his scope was dead center down that barrel, but his shots were going off to the right. Like, they were veering to the right. Then he started looking into the gun to see what was causing that. So he pulled the shroud off the Impact or the Maverick, and he started looking at it, and then he took a screenshot and showed it to me. and you can see the barrel facing that way or the barrel facing this way, and his scope is this way, dead center. So that barrel was canted. And then the rail on top of the gun for your scope doesn't help. It doesn't matter if you need the no limit rings. That doesn't mean anything in my eyes, because if that barrel's facing one way, your scope is dead center. Well, guess where your shots are gonna go? They're gonna go where that barrel's pointing at. It's not gonna go dead center with the scope. You know, so you're gonna spend $1,500 on a gun, and the barrel's pointing one way, and your scope is dead center when the barrel's point. It drives me nuts, guys. Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. You're gonna spend that much money, and the barrel's off like that. It just, I don't know what to say. Like, you guys might be, some of you that are gonna be watching this tonight might be FX fanboys, because that's what I call people that own a FX, is just a fanboy, and they need all these different accessories. And I'm rambling on now, but I don't care. You need all these different accessories for the gun, you know, bag riders and Donnie FLs and barrel tuners, and you need, it's just, oh my God. Where here I am with Factory Avengers, and the Factory Avengers, I have no bag riders. I don't have nothing tuned in. Like, I don't need any accessories for them. And you got these guys out there with the FX guns that are buying all these different accessories, and it's just like nails on chalkboard. So, I mean, I'm not gonna get too frustrated here tonight. STKO got screwed. Yep, FX. Yep, Tim, you're right. A lot of guys are. To be honest, I just explained it, and I'm not dealing with it. More moving parts, more problem. You're right. That's how it is. I mean, it's just, it's frustrating in my eyes. I mean, I could see maybe one gun coming like that, but when he got two, his first gun was leaking air, wasn't holding air, and then his second gun, the freaking barrel was off, out of line, and you know, he just said screw this. He did his video with it and sent it back, got his money back, and just moved on. So, you know, it is what it is. But for that much money, you know, you could go out there and, you know, buy a nice center fire, a nice rim fire for that price, or two. You guys haven't seen me like that in a while. Yeah, exactly. Everybody thinks FX are the best guns. But when you see these guys with FX, they're buying all these different accessories. And it doesn't mean anything if your barrel's not lined with the rail. Like, I'd rather have a gun that's in line with the barrel in line with the rail than have a barrel facing off one direction and the rail facing off the opposite direction, because you're never gonna get it in line. You're always gonna shoot left or right, doesn't matter what way it's facing. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah, and then that's the other thing. You got to buy all these different barrels to test them, and test this projectile and test this slug, and you got to have this slug A liner barrel. You got to have this barrel to test all these different projectiles. If you want to shoot slugs, you got to have a slug barrel. If you want to shoot pellets, you could have the superior A barrel. No. Why would I want to spend all that money to be able to shoot that projectile? Why? Like, if I buy a gun, I don't care. I don't care if I have to buy extra barrels. To be honest, guys, it's not about that. But here's the thing. When I buy a gun, I want to have the most accurate gun with that rifling being dead center, or that barrel being dead center, and that pick rail, that dovetail rail, be it dead center of that barrel. That's how I am. Like, I'm about ready, guys, to make a video talking about a $1,500 gun and all the accessories that you need for those guns versus a budget-friendly gun. Like, it's just, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. It's like grinding my gears right now, blinded by the light, because a lot of people are blinded by the light on this type of gun. Like, it's crazy on the amount of the Avengers and the budget-friendly guns that are just as accurate as a $1,500 gun. What it comes down to is the tuning. That's all it is. You see these FX air guns, and I'm rambling on again about FX. But it's not about the name brand, guys. It's about the way the person has it tuned in for that projectile. You could take a $100 gun and shoot compared just as accurate as a $1,500 gun. That's all it is. It's about the shooter, the right tune, and the right projectile. That's what I like. That's who I am. That's what that's the answer right there. It's not about how much money you spend in a gun and all these different accessories. It's not about that. It's about the person, the projectile, and the tuning. And I'd love, guys, to be honest, I'd love to see Avengers show up at AGEX'S and freaking cream these FX guys. Exactly. I'd love to see a guy show up with the Avenger and just freaking cream them. Yeah, I mean, guys, I don't know what else to say, but I don't understand for that much money. Really, I don't. I mean, to sit there and say that, and then, you know, you got Ted Holdover, you got Matt Delver, you got 68 Whiskeys, you got, you know, all these other guys, you know, and it's like, they don't even know. And you watch all their videos, and their projectiles flying off to the left and right, and they're blaming it on the wind. But really, it's not the wind, it's their freaking barrel that is offline. And their rails point one way and their barrels point the opposite. So they're blaming it. Oh, well, that's the wind. It's not the wind. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not saying the Avengers are the best, you know, but I don't have to buy all these other accessories to be able to get the gun shoot tax. I mean, it's all about the tune and about the projectile for that time, and that's all it's about. I don't care about anything else. I don't care if people say, well, my gun's shooting this and my gun's shooting this, and my gun's shooting that, and I'm at this tune, I'm at this, and it's like, okay, you know, whatever, I don't care, you know. Let's see you hit paper, you know. Let's see what the gun's doing. That's what I'm about. Yeah, it's all about FX. Trust me, guys. We all know it. You know, if you don't own an FX and you know you're not shooting FX, basically, you know, you're not gonna go anywhere on YouTube and internet and all this. And it's like, no, sorry. You know, like I said, I'm just hoping someone shows up with Avenger because it's they're all the FX guys are gonna be blinded by the light. Then they're gonna be like, oh my god, and then you know it's gonna be a big difference when someone shows up with one of them in those competitions. But that's what I feel about them. You know, a lot of you might agree, some of you might disagree. You know, but that's what I feel about it. So whatever. Everybody's got their own opinions, and if they like a brand, then whippy do. They like that brand. That's what I, you know. But it is what it is. Yep. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad company, and you know, but it's like, guys, look at the way the Avengers came out a couple years ago, and look at what happened to them. They're popular, you know. So FX been out for a couple years or many years now. Yeah, they're popular, but you guys can't find the Avengers in stock right now. Yeah, you might be able to find the synthetic stock in stock. That just rhymed. But personally, in my eyes, FX are just overrated for the money. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I wouldn't I wouldn't, to be honest. James already did it. He already called them out twice. So I mean, in my eyes, I won't even bother because that's two guns. He went through his first one that wasn't holding air. Second one, the barrel was offline. So that's just crap. Yeah, exactly, Tim. For the price of that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just stupid in my eyes. Yeah, he's on a roll. He's 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 calling out a buttload of different people on stuff, and it's funny. People that actually are fanboys. That's what me and him call them, are little fanboys. Um, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me and him, whatever. My Talon P is awesome. Never heard of a Talon P. We all do miss STKL coming in here. I remember he was in here a couple months ago on a live stream. Like, he commented in, shined in. But I think I blinded him again by the light. Because he hasn't come in since. Yeah, we all do love STKL. Like, he's me and him are always calling out people and giving our opinions on certain brands and guns and stuff, and you know, it's who we are. Oh, it's an Air Force. Okay, yeah. I've never shot an Air Force ever. Oh yeah, he called me about that. I mean, it's like, whew, that's just. And Chris lives up here in Michigan, Tim. He's got some balls, I tell you that. I mean, that's like stalking times 10. And we all know, guys, whether we don't like James or not, we all know that we all watch him because he is knowledgeable about what he does in his videos. And we all know that he knows what he's talking about, and we got his back. All of his subscribers, including myself and all of you that watch him, we all got his back. And we know what he does. Maccabee speed keeps breaking his. Jeez. Yeah, screw Chris. I hate the guy, to be honest. He's gonna get wrecked. Oh boy. I don't know why I keep rambling on about that, but whatever. So let's take a little vote here. Who's got the Rams tomorrow night and who's got the Bengals? Let's vote. Chris Turret, he's his channel's name's Up North Air Gunner. Let's take a vote, like I just said. Who's got who? Is Trapper J live right now? Jeez, it seems like he follows what I do. When I go live, he goes live. He's from Up North Air Gunners. Him and PJ, I think. Or no, that's Wisconsin Air Gunner. His channel name is Up North Air Gunner. Rams all the way, I agree. Come on, who's gonna say the Bengals? Because you better unsubscribe now. Just joking. If anybody says the Bengals, oh my God. I say Rams. There's 3 of us now. Come on, who's the other 3? Oh man, now we got 7 people in here. Geez, now we got 7. Funny thing is, well, Tim, we know that Matthew Stafford went to the Rams and now he's in the Super Bowl. I don't know. Everybody agree with the Rams here tonight? Are we all LA Rams fans now? Everybody that agrees with the Rams, give thumbs up. Bengals? Oh my God. What the heck? Bengals? Oh my God. You're all good, Tim. I'll have to check that out. I'll email you tomorrow. And I'm gonna look into it because I might end up making 2 moderators on this channel. But yeah, Tim, I'll email you tomorrow and let you know what happened. Oh my God, now we got a Bengals fan in here. Jeez Louise. Here we go. The goat. Oh boy, but guys, I think I'm gonna get off of here. Go Rams tomorrow. Yeah, Tim, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow, email you. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll go through some things on YouTube here, and guys, look forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna try to day stand back here, and we'll see. It's a Ram. So, anyways, guys, go Rams tomorrow. And everybody enjoy tomorrow's Super Bowl Sunday. I probably won't be live tomorrow night just because it's Super Bowl. And go Rams, like I said. Go Stafford. So, anyways, guys, we're out of here. You're watching AGEX'S Outdoors. We'll see you guys on the next one.